I'll probably run out of storage, so I'll just say what I'm going to say in the meantime while I still have storage. If I don't run out. Yeah. Shock to me. But I was thinking the other day about whether or not you're being real with yourself. By you, I mean anybody. I was thinking about myself at the time. I guess it can apply to anybody. About what it is that you say that you're going to do, or you want to do, or that you feel that you will get done, or you will do, or you will accomplish. Or put in the past and say, well, that's another one in the books. At some point, you have to be like, well, either I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. You have to be real with yourself with that, because like, if you say you're going to go to Harvard one day, okay, well, when is that day? Or you're just going to go to school in general one day, go back to school. When is that day? You say, well, I'm going to do it next year. Okay, well, next year comes, but you never did it. And the next year, and the next year, you're still not doing it. You still haven't gotten it done. So it really comes down to either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. And at some point in your life, as life keeps moving on, years keep passing on, and days keep passing on, you just start looking at it like, okay, well, shit, that window's closed now for certain things. If you say, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C before the age of 21, and here you are 31 or 22, that window's closed for 21. So you have to be real with yourself at some point about the things that you say you want to do or you want to get done. So like, you're either going to do it or you're not. And it's a very real reality, because you can actually look at it and say, well, what it is that you say you're trying to do. Okay? And once you say what it is you're trying to do, you go out there and you figure out what it is you need to do to get it done. Like, say some things are very impractical, and other things are a lot more practical. Like being an inventor. Like the first, when they came up with the electric light bulb, that wasn't so practical. That was like really touch and go with what you're doing with that. Like, it really, what do you do with that? But then you have things that are a lot more practical. It says, like, here is a book, and there's another book, and another book. It's math, science, so on and so forth. It's curriculum. Many people have done it. This is a path that's been chosen. It's been paved. It's been walked. It's been treaded. So you can go out there and say, okay, well, this is what I need to do then. And you get the books and you figure out what it is you need to learn. You figure out when you need to have it done, and at what point you should have it done. You expect to have it done, and all that. And if you're not doing that, then you have to be real with yourself, because it's just not going to get done otherwise. Where I'm at is, this whole thing is like, I guess at this point in my life, I'd like to be an artist that's actually doing something out there besides just saying, well, it's good enough just to do it for myself. I want to say that it's actually producing something in the world besides just saying it's there and it's there just for shits and giggles. I like to see it having an effect on the world in somehow, some way. And to be honest with you, I could become much better in a lot of ways, a lot of arenas. So it's either on those fronts right there. Like right now, I could become a better singer. I could take vocal lessons. I could become more knowledgeable about a lot of things. I see a lot of talented people out there. And either they're doing what they want to do, and they're where they want to be at, or they're not doing what they want to do with their talents, and they're not exactly where they want to be at. So, having the talent doesn't necessarily guarantee, like I saw in this video the other day on YouTube, that you're going to get what you want to get in this particular realm of this industry of what you do as an artist, as a musical artist. And certainly not having a talent, well, sometimes it depends, I don't really know. Talent is it's a relative term. You know, taste is relative. All that is relative. You know, you can take somebody and say, hey, here's Weird Al Yankovic, and somebody says, I don't care for him. And someone else will be like, if Weird Al Yankovic, he's a genius. And that's kind of like where I'm at right now, you know? It's like I know what I want to do and the sound what I want to communicate and how I want to communicate it, and maybe as I go further on down the road, that may change, I may alter, and I may want to communicate different things. I may want to have a different kind of sound and different kind of communication. But at the end of the day, I'm practical, you know. Like when I was an exotic dancer, I signed up for that for a little while. One of the guys came in there, one of the guys who are a co-worker of mine, and, you know, he said to me, look, not every girl who comes in here is going to like you. You have those who like you, you have those who don't. So you might as well get ready for that. That's kind of where I'm at with a lot of things in life, where I've been at with a lot of things in life. It's really good advice, because I walked in there with this notion that I was just a shiznitz, and everyone's going to find me to be their cup of tea, you know. So it's very humbling, you know, to come in there and find out that you may not be the cup of tea of a lot of people that you thought maybe differently than that, right? Like, okay, well, somebody's like, you know, you're not dark enough. And somebody's like, okay, you're too dark. And it can be really a superficial thing like that. I mean, so could this recording artist thing be, you know? Could also be a lot of other things besides superficial. But I guess the point was, I'm using that as an example. I'm running out of time of storage right now, so I guess we'll wrap it up.